Hello everyone, it's me once again, Janice May, and today is the launch of a new Janice May product. It is called the Amazing Base. So it is the better half, the soulmate, if they have souls, for the vibrance. So these two together, you will get perfect beads. But before anything, I would like to thank Dee of A Passion for Paper and Miss Kelly Brewer. They are my two friends who tirelessly work on the testing and the research. Kelly is an internet friend. I haven't met her in person yet, but I know we will someday. And they are the ones who really made this happen, shall we say. So, Dee is going to be doing all the hard work today. She'll be doing the video demonstrating, and Kelly is in the background, of course. I am very happy with this new product. Now you will have beads that is UV protected, is waterproof. This will tighten and harden your beads so that you have a bead that will last and last. And I'll say can last you a lifetime if you take good care of it. So anyway, here is Miss D.
Hi everyone, this is Dee from Passion for Paper Beads, and today I'm here to help introduce Janice's new product line and show you how to use them. So here we have the Vibrance, which you all are familiar with, and the new product that it goes with is Amazing Base 3-in-1, which is a pre-mixed, pre-measured dippable base coat, and it's going to do amazing things to your beads. And then once they're dry and you dip them in Vibrance, you're going to get a high shine. You're just going to surprise you and please you so much. So Janice has these available right now in two different sizes. She has the 4-ounce containers and she has the 8-ounce containers, and both of the containers come with a top that flips open like so. So it's already ready to go. So what I'm going to show you right now is I'm going to show you how to string some beads and dip them in the new base. Sorry for the little delay there. We're going to string some beads. I'm going to show you. We're going to be using just regular fishing line, and we're going to be using some cut sections of straws. These are just regular drinking straws that you can pick up like at the dollar store, and you just cut them into small sections. And what I want you to do is take your fishing line and fold it in half, and you're going to put, this is important, so you're going to put one straw on with your fishing line with both ends going through the hole, and bring it down to the end. Make sure I'm on screen so you can see this. So you're going to bring it down to the end, and you want to leave a little loop. So you're just going to tie an overhand knot and take the ends through the circle 3 times to make sure that it's secure, because you don't want to have wet beads come sliding off. That would be no fun at all. So you pull it really tight, and then you're going to take your 2 ends again and you're going to add another one. And this would be like using a scrap bead at the bottom to catch the drips. Using the straw on the end would do the same thing, and it makes it much easier for you to get the solution out that's maybe in between. So I'm going to show you how to string the 2 beads, because the 2 beads actually require a spacer bead in between each bead to keep them from sticking together. I'll show you this after I get them on. Because they have a flat end, and this product will make them stick together. So in the past we recommended using glass beads, but we're not going to do that anymore. We're not using the glass beads because the glass beads will actually stick when you use the base coat. So you're going to use these plastic straws, and they will keep the beads from touching each other and sticking together. Now when you're just doing regular beads, let me cut this a little more even and it'll go a little faster. The other beads, you don't need to put a spacer bead in between each bead, but you can if you want to, especially till you get to know the product more and feel more confident working with it. Then you can go ahead and do that. I'm sorry I'm out of range here, but I'm having trouble getting there we go, getting my strings to line up. Okay, so when you go to end it, it's the same thing. You're going to put one of the straw sections on, and that would be the other end, your scrap bead to catch the drips. And then you'll take one more bead, one more section of straw, and put it on and tie it just like you did the other end. I'm really having trouble getting these on today. Different lighting, there we go. Different lighting and new glasses, we'll blame it on that. Okay, so same thing, you're just going to make a loop and then take that through 3 times, pull it tight, then you're going to make another loop, and this will be your other loop at the end to hang it by. So you're making a loop and taking the end through 3 times and then pulling it. So now you have cut this off. So now you'll have a loop at this end and a loop at this end to hang it when it's drying. So I'm going to show you. This is the solution, and you can either shake it. You should, before you use it each time, shake it, or you can use like a wooden stick and stir it up. I like shaking it. You don't have to be worried with the bubbles. However, don't ever shake the vibrance, because you'll wait. This one, the bubbles aren't a problem, but you don't ever want to shake the vibrance up and get it all bubbly. It takes a while for the bubbles to go away. This, it's not a problem. They'll pop as soon as the air hits them. So you're going to, well, I think I'm all thumbs today. Alright, so ideally you want to open up the end of this by getting your string open and pull it. Never had one do this. I used to grab the wrong thickness of a fishing line today or something. And I need it open so I can hang it. There it is, there it is. Got it. Okay, just put your fingers in and give it a pull so you have an open loop like this. And the thing that's different about this is when you dip it in, this is it. You ready? That's it. Ta-da! So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hang it up over here, and you put your container like so, and you just let it drip. You see, I'll pull this down so you can see. You're just going to let it drip back into the container so you don't waste your product. You see there's some little bubbles right here? They will pop. They will pop all on their own, but we can't sit here and watch it because we have other things to show you. So just to move on here, we'll let it keep going. If you want, you can take little sections of paper towel if you want and do this. You don't need to, just let it drip back into the container. Okay, so this product will waterproof your beads. It'll tighten and harden your beads. It's non-yellowing and it's non-toxic. It's going to make your beads really smooth so that once it's fully dry and you dip it in the vibrance, the shine on the beads is going to be really super shiny. If you like the shine on the vibrance before, when you see how shiny it's going to be now after using this base coat, you're going to be absolutely amazed. And I'm going to show you how to dip them in vibrance. I already have another strand that's already been dipped. We're going to dip these 2 times in the base and let them dry. So you'll dip it, you'll wait about 30 minutes, then you'll dip it again in the base, and then I would let it dry 8 hours or overnight, so that once the base is fully dry, then you have, these are already dry. They've been dipped 2 times, so they're ready to be dipped in the vibrance. And so I'm going to show you, dipping them in vibrance is a little bit different than before, but not that much. So I need to take this one down, Janice, to do the one in the vibrance. So I'm going to give that back to you. And we'll just lay this over here on the plastic. Okay, so here's the vibrance. And again, Janice has put them in these wonderful flip-top containers. They're already ready to use, so you can just dip your beads in. And these have already been strung, just like I showed you with the straws at the ends. So you're just going to take and dip it in the vibrance. Up it comes. And if you can get it so that it's hanging, let's see, make sure you see this, so that it's hanging, so that you have like two beads coming together at the bottom, see how it makes like a low point, and let it sit there and drip in the container. My little makeshift drying rack here. Okay, so you want to try and get it there. Can you see that okay? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so it has like a little low point, and we're going to let that drip for a few minutes back into the container, and when it looks like it's not dripping anymore, then we're going to hang it so the beads are actually straight up and down in a line. Okay, so again with the Vibrance, if you got any bubbles in between, then you can just take the paper towel. If you got any places that seem like they're getting too much, just take the paper towel and blot it. Okay, the other thing you can do is you can then turn it around like so, and check the other side too. Not just the side that's facing, because you might have gotten a bubble on the back side and not caught it. But you see there's no bubbles. It's really, you just put it in quickly and take it out. If you leave it in too long, the solution goes through and builds up inside, and it has to come out. And in the process of coming out, it causes all those bubbles to form in between the beads. So this product, both products, is very quick dips, very clean beads, very clean bead holes. So, we'll review. The new base coat is going to be non-toxic. It's dippable. It'll waterproof the beads. It'll tighten the beads. It also has a UV protectant, so it's going to protect the colors and keep them bright and fresh. And so it's just absolutely lives up to its name, Amazing Base. And you are going to love this product. Janice has got some finished stuff that I want to show you, some of my finished beads and jewelry, so you can see all the different types of paper that we've used. So I'll show you some of these. This is hand-painted paper that's just painted with craft paints, the kind of craft paints you can get at Michael's or Joann's. You know, they're usually less than $1 a container. And we've just painted the paper and rolled it into beads. Then we've dipped it twice in the Amazing Base and then twice in Vibrance. And I hope that shine's showing up really good. They're super shiny. Super, super shiny. I would say that using the new base and the Vibrance versus how we used to do it, you know, with the Mod Podge hard coat and then the Vibrance, I would say the beads are probably twice as shiny as they were before, just using the new base. And it's so much faster than having to use your finger or a paintbrush to base coat each bead individually. Now you just string them and go. The one thing that's really important is, because we're dipping these without putting any base coat over them before dipping, you want to use a waterproof glue. And so I recommend using the Sargent Arts lamination glue. And you can get that online. I've got links posted, and I can give Janice, Janice the links also, and she can post them. Sargent Arts, you usually can find it at Hobby Lobby, but there's quite a few places online where you can buy it, and it costs about half as much as what Mod Podge was costing anyway. So you just roll your bead, the last inch, use the Sargent Art lamination glue, let it fully dry, string them like I showed you, dip them twice in the new Amazing Base, and then dip them twice in Vibrance. It's really that simple, and that's what you'll end up with. So these are some, you can see this a little bit. These are some painted, these were just the hand-painted papers. And then in this one here, these are hand-painted cereal boxes. The inside of the cereal boxes, we just painted them with craft paint and then cut the triangles and rolled them to make these fun beads. And these here are the Tyvek envelope beads that were painted, and they've been dipped in the Amazing Base and coated with the Vibrance to get them that shiny. We've also used some mica, which we'll be talking to you about in the next video. And this is from using children's storybook pages. See if you can see that. There we go. The children's storybook pages, and just rolling them, and look how shiny they are. And these are the one a lot of you saw online. These are just made by rolling the colored cardstock, and they're dipped in the mica, the Amazing Base plus mica, which we'll be talking about real soon here. And so then they're dipped in vibrance, and you get these like jewel tone looking beads. So this is just colored cardstock rolled and then dipped in the Amazing Base and then vibrance, and that's how shiny they came out. And then we did some story, like the text pages from novels and storybooks. So here's one still on the strand after it was dried, and you can see how shiny they are. And those are just old pages. We also did some postage stamps, recycled postage stamps from around the world. We did these. These have not had vibrance on them yet. These have only been dipped in the base. So that you can see how nice the base, how smooth they are, and they're fully ready. This one is completely finished, and this one is a napkin that's fused over the storybook text. You can see the shine there. There we go. And these are printed papers, so digital prints. You see that? There we go. These are digitals. We've done the bracelet centers from Janice's bangle bracelet. They're nice. See how hard it is? This is just cereal box that's covered with a napkin, and it's been dipped 2 times in the base. So once you start putting the beads on, it's, see how solid that is now? And then I have, I wanted to show you this, but here are these. These are made from cereal boxes. These are heart pendants. You see? And they're hard. Hear that? They're super hard. From, again, the Amazing Base hardens things up that much, and it gets them all ready for shiny. These all have vibrance on them. They're all made out of cardboard. Some are made with craft paint, some are made with napkins over the cardboard. They were all treated 2 times with the Amazing Base and 2 dips in vibrance. Okay, and then this was the bracelet set that I made with the matching earrings. Again, so you can see what it looks like in a finished bracelet and earrings, how shiny it is. You guys are absolutely going to love this product. Okay, so our beads over here have been dripping. There's still a little bit in there. I'm kind of shaking it out a little bit, closing this, and then to finish drying, you would just hang it so that it's hanging like in that position, and you can check it and see if there's any little drips. You can take the paper towel and get it up underneath there. I think I'm out of the camera thing, it can't see up that high. Okay, let's do it down here. So if you just hold it right there, hopefully I've caught that. If you just hold it right there, you'll see that it just soaks up on the paper towel. So you really can get the excess out. You have really super tight, clean bead holes. You know, you don't have to do all the prying the ends or taking the little buffers and working off the little nubs and things on the ends. Now, if you get, I'm going to pull this off. If you get a bunch of solution in here, say, and you need to get it out, if you just take a paper towel and then fold it over and squeeze it like this, it'll all go onto the paper towel. Okay? So then after like 5 minutes, normally I would be having them hanging like this, but to try and keep it on the screen so you can see it, I'm dividing it in 2. So after 5 minutes, you would just flip it like that. I'll let it go the other way, and that just makes sure that all the solutions are distributing through all the beads evenly and not all only ending up at one end. I also like to divide it this way. You can, so they're little shorter strands, and I think that's pretty much covers it. That's really, it's all that simple. You're just simply going to dip the product in for like 5 seconds and then take it out and wait 30 minutes, and then you can redip the base coat again, and then you want to wait, 8 hours or overnight, and then 2 dips in vibrance, and you're just going to be amazed with the shine. And that's what we have for you. Thank you for watching.